Hi, and welcome to Daisy Creations Designs. I'm your host, Grace May. Today is September 22nd, 2014, and this is episode 5, Fair Entries and More. Daisy Seeds. We're still having our Anna Green Gables knit along. You have until the end of October to get your finished items posted in the thread. Also, I had my first VKN last Friday morning, and that was a lot of fun. We had 4 people join us, and I'd love to see you guys on my next one. I haven't scheduled the date yet, but it will be sometime in the next week or so. And also, I have an announcement for our upcoming knit along, which will start November 1st. We are having a sock monkey knit along. Anything related to sock monkeys, go. For those that don't like sock monkeys or don't want to knit a sock monkey, you can do anything that's red, gray, or white, or brown during our knit along. So that is exciting. And also, I went to a yarn shop last week and I met the owner, and she wrote a book. Her name is Anita, and she wrote Basic Knitting and Crocheting for Today's Women. And it just has some simple yet fun designs. One of them, which I love and can't wait to make, is this shrug. But the instructions are very clear, and I'm really enjoying this book. So enough of the Daisy Seeds intro, on with Picking Daisies. Picking Daisies. I have a ton of finished objects to show you today. Some of them I finished last week but couldn't show on the podcast because I had to enter them in the fair. So first off, I want to show you my self-striping watermelon socks. And I knit these on a 1.5 US needle, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I did a 56 stitch basic plain sock with a short row heel. Unfortunately, these only got a 3rd in the fair. But I'm really proud and happy with them. I can't wait to wear them. Second, I entered a child toddler hat. It's made out of cotton, and it's just a basic hat. I don't even know where I got the pattern from. And that got a 2nd place. I also entered my entrelock cowl I designed and spun, and it got a 1st. But I really like this cowl. It's really the perfect size, which I might actually just wear it through the rest of the show. And then I talked about brioche knitting, and I made a brioche scarf, but I seamed it, and I turned it into a cowl. And the way this one wears is really nice too, and it also got a 1st. This is more of a winter one though. But you can wear it like this, or I'm finding kind of wear it, like a headband, kerchief. But this was a 2-color brioche, and this pattern was found in the Nancy Machant Explorations in Brioche Knitting class. And my next finished object that I entered in the fair was a shawl. And this was sport weight yarn on a size 10.5 needle. This yarn is the Baby Soft or Burnett. It's what you can get at Walmart. And I designed this to enter in the fair, and it got a 2nd place. And you can wear it like a cowl, or you can actually wear it like a shawl. Like this. So I'm really happy with it. I need to write up the pattern for this, but I don't exactly remember everything I did on this, so it might take me some time. But yeah. And then I also finished last week the socks I showed you I was working on out of the Vice hand paints from St. Louis. These are my traveling socks. I finished both of them. I've actually worn them. They're really comfortable. You can actually tell I've worn them because they started to, they've even started to felt a little bit. But they're really toasty warm, and I love them. So I think that's all for Picking Daisies this week, and on to Watering Daisies. Watering Daisies. Well, I've been working on socks this week, and I finished the first Roger sock, which I showed you last week. I made these anklets, I finished it, and I started the second one during the VKN that I did, and then I worked on it during the VKN of Sarah and Matt of Apple Blossom and You. So this is the second one. I really love how this pattern is, and the yarn is just perfect together. I also cast on last week, I told you I probably would, cast on the Winding Way socks. And here is the first one, which there's not much to show. Excuse me. It's just a nice sock. And these are my fall socks. And I'm knitting these out of Razzle Dazzle Red Heart Soul and You sock yarn. And then I also started my Sock Monkey socks, which I'm knitting 2 at a time. And these are on a size 1.5. I'm doing 56 stitches around. And I also started a cowl this week out of the other half of the sock yarn. As you can see, it's just a nice, like a rib. I'm using the Alm scarf pattern out of the Basic Knitting and Crochet book. I'm knitting those on a US 5. And I also worked on my pink Cafe Macchiato socks this week. I got a ton done. I was here last week, turned the heel, and I'm getting ready to work the foot. I'm loving how these feel. And then I also have been working on a shawl this week called the Any Day Anyway shawl. It's a paid for pattern on Ravelry, and I'm doing it in Red Heart acrylic, blue, and gray. And I'm loving it. It's going to be so nice. I'm actually going to make it into a shrug where when you finish it, after it's big enough, you take and fold it down, and then you tack it or seam it right at the edge, leaving an opening. So that's what I'm going to do with this, and I'm really loving this. So that's all my works in progress for this week. Giveaway. I'm excited to announce my very first giveaway on the podcast was graciously donated by Fascination Studios, Buttons and Beyond, Hannah Dewey. She makes hand crafted and uniquely made for you clay buttons. She kindly sent me these to review, which I don't know how well you can see them. Here's just several that she sent me that she does. I love them. They're so smooth and they're very well made. I definitely will order buttons from her. But she has sent us these coral swirl design ones as the giveaway. So all you have to do to enter is leave a comment on this video, or leave a comment in the Ravelry group. I'll have a thread opened. So, and I will leave this giveaway open for 2 weeks. That'll give everyone enough time, and I'll draw the first podcast in October. Also, I want to mention you have to be a member of the group to win. So new members are always welcomed. So check that out over on my group, Ravelry, Daisy Creations Designs on Ravelry, to see how you can win these beautiful buttons. Also, I'm going to mention, I've decided once I get to 100 members in my group, I will do another giveaway, and I think what I'm going to do is either a hand sewn project bag or a gifted pattern of mine of the winner's choice. So yeah, so make sure you're a member of the group to win. And well, I think that's it for this week. I want to thank all my returning viewers and all my new viewers for joining me and spending time with me. Go over to the Ravelry group, Daisy Creations Designs, and introduce yourself in the welcome thread. I'm going to try to give you a shout out on the podcast for all the new YouTube subscribers, all the new members of the group. But again, you can contact me at Daisy Creations on Ravelry. I'm Daisy Creations Designs on Instagram, or you can private message me on Ravelry or email me at daisycreationsdesigns@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, happy knitting, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!